Oh, yeah. We've been predicting a lawsuit launched from Elon Musk to George Soros for a long time. It's not there yet, but I believe he's working on it. They have to get all of the evidence laid in. The Soros funded the protests that happened at Tesla and caused violence. And then all of that financial liability, including every car that has been vandalized by a liberal against Musk, every car to get Soros to pay for all of the damages. Could be in the billions of dollars, but just look for, I believe it's going to be one of the largest lawsuits ever launched. And I believe it's going to be by Elon Musk / Tesla and against George Soros and his son. I predicted it a long time ago. It doesn't make it true. It just makes sense. If George Soros caused it, if there is such a thing as inciting violence.
I want to hear why, but do you think that calling Elon Musk a dick is effective messaging for confronting what is a potentially irreversible transformation of the U.S. government?
Well, he is a dick. And I think that he's also harming the American public in an enormous way. And what I think is really important, and what the American public want, is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight, is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight, is for us to bring actual weapons.
Then did the Democrats do it? And I think Elon Musk could go to a sympathetic court, hopefully in Texas, where Tesla is based, drag the Soros father and son in there, and just say, here's all your work for the Democrat Party. Here's all your work, including funding protesters. There's hundreds of videos out now of people getting paid $25, $100, and leadership getting paid up to $7,800 to go and organize these protests. Then they just show the massive fallout, the stock devaluing of Tesla. What is that? $250 billion or something? I mean, just an insane amount of money. He could just go and break George Soros. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. So we're going to start over here on Little Twitter with this post right here. So here is a guy put, wow, reports say Pam Bondi may be launching an investigation into George and Alex Soros. So Alex Soros is the son. George Soros is the dad, who some say is probably senile by now, like incapable of standing in court. But George and Alex Soros, and this is good because Alex Soros, he's funding all of the Democrat candidates. These are the two main guys. They're the Elon Musk of the left, only they're secretive and clandestine, and everything Elon Musk does is transparent. But she's going to start an investigation into George Soros and Alex Soros for allegedly financing attacks on Tesla property. Hard to prove, easy to accuse. And then here's an Elon Musk tweet down here. I just wanted you to see this. This is his response to that. Elon Musk wrote, those who financed the attacks against Tesla will go to prison. I don't think Elon Musk is shooting from the hip there. I think he means every sentence of it. They'll go to prison and they'll be fine. Doesn't mean our courts will find him guilty, but let's get to a little more on George Soros funding those protests. This from Fox News.
Were there a lot of independent thinkers out there, CJ, from what you could tell?
Not many at all, Laura. And I got to tell you, I may not be able to go to another one of these because they're so able to spot me so easy. I think I come a little too bathed, or maybe it's because I left my resistance t-shirt at home, but it
also looks like you might be the only black man in the whole crowd.
It's actually interesting. So many of these people don't even have the ability to defend the very things that are written on their signs. This guy in particular said, you can't deport us all to El Salvador. He was born in Portland, Oregon. And I got to tell you, I don't want to go to Portland, Oregon either. But I got to tell you, El Salvador is a lot worse.
You don't want to be deported to Portland. CJ, where did that fellow come from?
He came from Portland, Oregon. He took a flight, which he said was sponsored by one of these left-leaning organizations, which has been publicly reported to be funded by George Soros. Many of these people at these protests came from far and wide to come to Washington, D.C. to show what apparently to them was a grassroots organic effort. But upon a little bit of investigation, quickly we showed it was not.
They primed the pump on all these fake protests. So Soros-funded charities were flying someone out. In the case of this channel, we played a guy who is flown out from Portland. Free flight from a charity to go protest. Why? All Elon Musk wants to do is fix the government, make things cost less. That's what triggered the violent outbreak, because the entire Democrat Party hinges on that money, that free money coming in. You shut that down, you have no Democratic Party. So of course they have to pay for it. However, all the violence and all the damage, could be on Soros and some of the Democrats that have used violent rhetoric. We'll find out if a court finds that valid or not. But this is some of the insane government waste that I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. Okay, you want to talk about some of the insane government waste that Doge was exposing? How about this underground archives where retirements are kept, totally ancient Flintstones level technology, and Democrats are upset that Elon Musk exposed this.
Buried deep inside this mine in western Pennsylvania is a little-known government office that handles a critical mission for the federal workforce, now set to be overhauled by the Department of Government Efficiency.
From the mine entrance, which they call the portal, we took some golf carts a few hundred feet down into the mine. You can feel the air change when you get inside, and you can see this is all just roughly cut out of the limestone. This was once a limestone mine.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. That's your government agency holding retirement documents down an abandoned mine. They just painted that rock white, just like a government building.
And down here, this is where we find the OPM office, where a few hundred federal employees process all retirement paperwork for the entire federal government.
It's an analog operation, all done on paper. It can take months for the Office of Personnel Management to process a case, potentially delaying retiree benefits.
The facility has literally miles of files, some 26,000 filing cabinets filled with retirement paperwork, some of them stacked 10 high.
Matt McIsaac runs the day-to-day operations inside.
When you look out over all of this, what do you see?
I see people. I see careers, I see service.
Now, what do you mean a mine?
When Elon Musk brought up the mine in an Oval Office appearance back in February as a target ripe for reform, McIsaac agreed.
He's right. We have to improve the way that we do things for federal employees and for the American public.
They're going to start with digitizing. Look at all those files in the background. That looks like the end of Indiana Jones, where they put the Ark. That is unacceptable, and Elon Musk is going to fix it. That's why they're burning Teslas down. They don't want him to update the cave of 26,000 filing cabinets and digitize all those records. That's what they want to continue analog files going in cabinets in an underground abandoned mine in a cave. This is insane. The Democrats are not going to win. The Republicans and Doge are going to win this one. Trump's going to win this one. All the court cases are going his way. And the Democrats, they're just clinging to this embarrassing position they have of being against Elon Musk, who's trying to help America. I'm Doug in exile. What do you think?